Hi guys, gals, non-binary pals, all my friends and folks out there. I hope you've been having an amazing day, week, or whatever so far, and that you're ready for this Klance comic dub. A few things before we get into this. One, those things that you see going above, up head, yes, I'm talking about our socials. If you would like to see any of our channel's outreach and are interested in any of the videos that are conveniently featured up here on this video, you can go to the description for all the links you will need down below. Anyway, other than that, I do own this video, even though that the art is made by a different artist than myself, and that these are VLD's characters. Rights also go to them, but I do own this video, I do own my voice, I do own, this content. So, other than that, I hope you are ready to have some fun. I hope you're feeling great, and we're gonna get into it. Seriously, if anything piques your, little curiosity or your eye, just take a peek down below in the description. It'll probably be there. Anyway, that's all, and let's get into it. Hey, honey. Yeah? What? It came. What came? The photo of the night that we're never gonna forget. You remember it, right? Yeah, Keith. I'm not gonna bonding moment you again. Good, 'cause that was annoying. Anyway. I loved that night. I loved it too, mi amor. Yeah, it's so nice to just be close to you. Be close to you in a way that I usually don't get time for anymore. That we usually never get time for. Well, the cleanup after Zarkon, it's just been one thing after another. We both understand our frustrations, yeah. And now it's no longer world peace, it's intergalactic peace. It's always just getting more and more. Crazier and crazier, but better and better. Yeah, and we kind of have to roll with the punches. Yeah. That's the part that Simi kind of sucks sometimes. Yeah, but we did it. We survived space. We can survive Earth. Yeah. In time, nobody will have to think about this. So, that'll be nice. Yeah, it will, Keith. The most important part is, you and I will have done something for the whole entire world to never have to think about doing ever again. Yeah. That is sweet. Yeah, it is sweet that we don't have to think about that at some point. We do our job, and our job is our job, so we can't really complain, can we? I mean, come on, we love our job, Lance. What? When you say it like that, well, it's true, okay? We do love our jobs. We love what we do. Obviously. With time and age, I guess we'll figure it out. Nobody knows everything. And that's the wisest person in the whole entire world. Yes, Keith. We get it. You turned into Shiro. What? And your voice cracks. Good things to know. My husband's voice cracks and he's turned into Shiro. That's not exactly true. You know that, right? I'd have to say that's a little debatable. A lot of debatable? Keith, come on. Lance, it's just... What? You're not proud of being wise now? Like your old man? Oh, come on. See, now this is what I'm saying. You're gonna lay it on thick. Didn't I always? Isn't that what you love about me? Everything you're saying now just reminds me of us back then. That picture. That night was so magical. Yeah, I remember it. Like the back of my head. Like the back of my hand. Yeah, Lance. I know what you meant to say, love. Oh, and to honestly think, I can remember that day like yesterday. Yeah, that night was some magic, wasn't it? Truly was. Some days, I feel like it's all been such a long time. And other days, we can remember the exact moment of how we took those photos. The pond, the lake, the lighting. It all comes back to me with time. I remember it all now. Yeah, me too. And it was the most romantic night ever. And though it was one of those good nights out, where we didn't have to dress up or do anything too fancy. Just me and you in a rowing boat canoe out with the lily pads. Such a nice view it was. Hey, Keith. Do you think this is a good place for us to stop? Yeah. Looks beautiful, Lance. It's so enchanting here. It's a night of 1,000,000,000 brigades. We can hear the grasshoppers sweetly singing their songs. The wind slightly swaying. The lily pads strum along. The trees are moving as well. The moon is out. It's just so beautiful here, Lance. Don't you agree? Yeah, love. It is really enchanting. I love the fact that even though there's been so many crazy things going on with the cleanup after Zarkon initiative and being back home for the first time in like forever, held as heroes, we can just go out on one simple date, a night that's just for us. I love that, love. Me too. I miss your presence of your lips on mine. Me too. You know, honestly, Lance, yeah. After all of this free the world and free the universe bullshit, it's so nice to be with you. Saving the world, it's our thing, and I love it. With the passion I do. But gosh, with all of this glory and all of this fame and intention, and people being like, oh my gosh, being out in space must have been so hard for you. And then others just see it like it's an adventure. Yeah, you're right. I get what you're saying, Keith. I think we've all been struggling, just coming back here, being home. You know, we used to always be on the run from Zarkon. It's a real change of pace, and we have our own home, our own base. It takes some adjusting. Even the Atlas crew has been affected by this. Yeah, that's the truth. No one's gone unaffected. And out of all people, there's no one like you that can really pull through. I'm so glad you're just here with me. I'm just so glad that we can have this forest view. Think about life escape it a little bit. It's just been so much. I honestly haven't had just one moment to romantically, properly kiss you. And you've got to be kidding me with all of the paparazzi and Shh. No thinking about that. Lance. Hey, I said no thinking about that. We are away from the whole entire world. We can contemplate and do whatever we want now, Keith. So, baby. Yeah. How about we just enjoy this night and relax? Talk about things like our favorite color and goals and things we might want to do, things we're planning on doing. It could involve work, and it doesn't have to at all. We can talk about anything you want to, anything we want to. How does that sound? Amazing. Exactly. Just a little break every now and then. So, hey, what do you want to talk about, Keith? I don't really know. We could talk about anything, go anywhere. Just be you and me. Yeah, that is really nice. Let's just start off with a simple question. What's your favorite color and why? Ugh, Lance, you've asked this before. Yeah, and? So, maybe the answer's changed, and maybe the second part of the answer is a little different. Okay, fine, okay. So, my favorite color. Unpronounced and surprisingly, it is still red. I love red still because, I don't know, red can be many things. Some pass it off as just too angering of a color. Others only see it as passion, but red can show tones of mood, and those moods also go down to heavy brown colors, and those tones of brown, they remind me of November. And November is my absolute favorite season, and I have no real idea why, but November is my favorite month, and autumn's my favorite season, and I call November its own season, as you just heard, Lance, because I'm just absolutely in love with the way that the trees and the leaves look, and the way that they fall down so majestically, and the way that we almost don't get snow, and I don't know. The fact that you can get snow in some places all the time during this time, and not all the time, or maybe occasionally. I think that's the real reason why. It's like you never know what's going to happen in a nice, sweet, subtle way. Now, how about you answer the question? Okay, Keith. Well, as you know, I am in love with the color blue. I love the color blue because it reminds me of the ocean, water, deep lakes, pools of feelings and emotions. Snow on a bright day. Blue can be so many things. It doesn't have to be sad. It doesn't even have to be happy. It could be subtle. It could be solace. It could be the thing that kills, reveals, heals. I absolutely love blue for all that it can be and all that water is. It takes shapes in so many different forms. It reminds me how much I love you and how much all of us are so versatile, even if we don't always notice it, you know? Yeah. I really like that response, Lance. I figured you would. Anyway. What should the next question be? I don't know. It's your turn, Captain A. Okay. Well, I know this might be a harder one, but if you had one place you could go on for vacation, or just in general, where would you go? Oh, easy one. Really? Keith, well, I already know where I want to go. Okay, fine. Well, I guess there are a million places out there in the universe now that we could all go and discover, sure. But for me, as in Lance McLean, really, I know, I would still say I'd like to go to the Netherlands. I'd like to go to Ireland, actually, so, even though we've had chances to go, I really want to go and experience it. I still haven't really been. You know, that was like a one-day quick in and out trip and tour, and I don't know, it didn't satisfy me. Like a nice little cabin out there, you know? If that's just me, but I don't really know. Lance, dude, that sounds awesome. What? Well, you just have a really deep meaning behind it. Well, yeah, duh. I want to go out there and just be in a cabin, get away for a little bit, run through the lands, smell the fresh air, the mountain air, the misty air, the beautiful mornings. Anything could happen. That's the best part about going out there. It's like a real Celtic adventure. Really deep. Yeah. So, where'd you like to go, Keith? If I like to go anywhere, if I could go anywhere for vacation, or not even, I think, Lance. What? You said this was easy. I did. But now I'm rethinking it. You know, when I was a kid, I never thought of these things. When I started to get older, I always thought maybe I'd take a vacation to the moon, which was nuts then, but that's nothing now. Yeah, it's not. But in all honesty, what I really think is that if I could go anywhere, I just want to be someplace with you where we can be us and we can do fun things, where you can immerse yourself in the culture and I can enjoy just hanging out with you and doing that. And, you know, maybe have some time where we can spend it with our friends, but not always have to be with Coran or Pidge or Cheryl or Hunk. Have a little alone time. Let Pidge flirt with James by herself. Oh, come on. You're not leaving her hanging that way. No, I'm not. I'm just saying I like your idea. I'd really like to get out to the Netherlands, Ireland, Scotland, the British Isles. I would not want to go to Australia, but those other places, yeah. With all the Celts. I always found it so interesting. They're so much closer to nature than the rest of us are. And honestly, in a way, it's like they're in a whole different world and dimension than the rest of this world is. But when you look deeply around everywhere, It's always kind of like that, you know? Yeah, you make a good point, Lance. That's why I really want to go. That's why I've really been wanting to go. Plus, everybody says it's so beautiful there, you know? The shores, the mountains, the rocky shores, the beautiful, beautiful water crashing against them. The open grasslands for hours and hours and miles. Oh, all the trees, the wisp. Imagine the mist just coming down, the fog. It's all just so beautiful. I'd love to be part of it all. I bet you did. So, that would be a lovely place to go. Yeah, it would be. It really would be. Well, what else? Okay, well, it is your turn now, Lance, so you tell me. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that one. What one? I think it's a little too generic. Okay, well. What artifact from space did we get that you like the absolute most, Keith? That's a good question. I think my favorite artifact that I got from space, definitely my mother's blade that she gave me. Nothing could truly compare to it, you know. It was something given to me from my mother, who hadn't abandoned me, who I thought for all my life had left me out in the dark. It was something that was just so important to me, and I'm glad I got it. Okay, so it's your turn now. This is a good question, especially for me. After receiving Colton Acker, cows, space mice, and so much more from space, you know, we had a lot with us. Yeah, that's true. But I think the thing that me and Pidge really enjoyed getting the most was, I know this might sound cheesy, but getting that Xbox and then reassembling it to be a W box so then it could work on the Altain chip. And, you know, instead of using it as the Xbox we originally purchased, we just got a W box instead. Corinne helped us put it together, and we kind of merged the two, and we kind of just kept the Xbox as remembering that we all pitched in, you know, to buy it. It was really cool that we wanted that game station. I think it was one of my favorite moments because, well, duh, we were ready to do whatever it needed for us to, one, spend time together, and two, to also spend more time together doing it. It was awesome, and honestly, it was just more of a memory. That and the pictures, which I know sounds kind of corny, but absolutely loved it. Yeah. I miss the castle. Me too. But, you know, the IGI Atlas isn't that bad. Yeah, no, it never was. It may never be the same, but in all honesty, some ways it's better. In all ways it's better. I think we're closer to each other in the Atlas. The castle gave us too much space to just roam, spread out, you know. It's nice, though, that Cram restored it. We have both, so we can use both whenever we go on solo missions or whatever, but I gotta be honest, both have a homey vibe, and I never thought that I was going to fall in love with the Atlas, but in all honesty, somehow I did. Yeah, Keith. Somehow we all did. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's just lovely being out here. Yeah, it is. I enjoy this time with you. I love you. I love you too. I love you more. Nah, I love you more. I love you from infinity back into all the universes times 10,000. Well, I love you to infinity times every universe in the whole entire universe. Kerberos to Arzar. What was that? I meant Kerberos to Earth, Mars to Saturn, and what? Earth all the way to Altea. That's a lot of love. Yeah, it is. Love for the rest of your life. More than enough. Yeah. What? Nothing. No, Keith, be honest with me. It looks like you were gonna say something. And you see, from there, I said, no, everything's fine, honey. And then you were just so convinced that something wasn't right. Yeah, I remember that. So then I finally fessed up. And then I took out the ring. I was like, Klance, I've known you for maybe only 10 years of my life or something. I don't know. Keith, it was 5. Okay, well, I can remember that part. But I was like, Lance, I've only known you for like 5 years. And almost now going on 6, 7, 8 years of my life. But throughout all that time, I've fallen in love with the person that I've known to be Lance McLean. And I never want to change that for the whole entire world. I want to be with you. I want to go on adventures with you. I want to complain about this cleanup with you, this blessed cleanup. And I want to celebrate with you. I want to adopt children with you one day. And I want to live a nice suburbia dream. Wherever. In Texas or PA. We could live wherever we wanted to. And you said, well, I said, well, hon, there's a new technicality on that one, because we still need to be close enough to headquarters. And then you chuckled when I said that. Yeah. And then we said we're the frickin' paladins of Voltron. And we laughed. And then you put the ring on my finger. And I kissed you. And you kissed me. And, well, after about an hour or two of confessing that we're gonna actually both propose to each other on the same date at the same time, I gave you the ring that I had hidden. And we ended up just laughing and kissing each other, and then we rowed back to shore. Yeah, it was the best, most romantic, most funniest night ever. It's a proposal story to live for. Yeah, it was really funny. It was. Honestly, I laughed for hours. Yeah, to think we were gonna both propose to each other on the same exact night. Yeah, well, we had to fend through the chaos with each other, not against or without. Yeah. Happy anniversary, Keith. Happy anniversary, Lance. Love you. I love you too. And for now on, these two knew that night as the best night ever and the best anniversary ever together too. A nice present, 2 rings, the lake, lily pads, flowers, Altea, moons, backs from Netherland vacations. From U-boxes too. These two may have never had it easy all the time, and they may have had a rather adventurous life. Both of them loved it. They loved each other too. And in sickness and health, they kept each other. Wedding day on, they always laughed about the best proposal. Soon after this anniversary number 2, they adopted some kids. Paige became everybody's favorite, quirky, yet very, very high-held auntie. Hunk was the uncle with the best food. And Shia was basically the grandpa of the whole entire crew. Graham was seen as the older great-uncle, and honestly, these two lived a happy, adventurous life with their kids in tow. And also with Cosmo. And even though things didn't always go according to plan, they were always able to still find happiness in each other.